Okay, so I want you to do something for me real quick. Think about the last time you did absolutely nothing. No phone, no music, no podcast, just sitting, existing, doing nothing. How long ago was that? And more importantly, did it feel okay or did it feel like you are wasting time? If it felt like wasting time, this video is absolutely for you. Here is something that will genuinely mess with your head. There are companies right now, today, making billions of dollars selling you the ability to relax, not selling you to things to do, not selling you to entertain, telling you the ability to sit quietly and breathe. Sleep coaches at $300 an hour, weighted blankets, magnesium supplements, white noise machines, apps that charge you $12 a month to play rain sounds that you can hear by opening a window. Now, here is the question nobody asks: why do we need to buy this? Because humans have been resting since before we were fully human. We slept under trees, we sat by fires doing nothing, we existed in stillness without an app telling us how to do it. So, what happened between then and now? What broke? Here is what actually happened, and this is the part that should genuinely make you angry. At some point, productivity become a moral value, not just useful, moral. If you are busy, you are good. If you are resting, you are lazy. If you are lazy, you are worthless. This didn't happen by accident. Industrialization needed people to work more. Consumer culture needed people to feel empty enough to buy things. And the most efficient way to keep people working and buying was to make rest feel like failure. So they did. Slowly, over decades, through culture, through media, through the way we talk about successful people. You absorbed it without noticing. We all did. And here is where the genius evil part comes in. The same system that made you feel guilty about resting came back and said, "Hey, we have a solution for your stress and burnout. It's called a wellness subscription." They created the problem, monetized the guilt, then sold you the cure. We paid for it happily because by that point we were so disconnected from our own bodies that we genuinely believed we needed external permission to rest. Think about that for a second. We needed an app to tell us it was okay to breathe and rest. Now, here is the science part, because this isn't just philosophy. Your brain has something called the default mode network. It only activates when you are doing nothing, when you are just existing. Not consuming, not producing, not scrolling, just existing and resting. And what does the default mode network actually do? It processes emotions, consolidates memories, generates creativity, builds empathy. Basically, it's a part of your brain that makes you a functioning human being instead of just a content consuming machine. And we have systematically eliminated every moment in our day where it could activate: waiting for food, phone out, walking somewhere, earphones in, lying in bed, scrolling. Every moment of potential stillness immediately filled. We are quite literally starving the part of our brain responsible for creativity and emotional processing, and then wondering why we feel hollow and burn out and like nothing is interesting anymore, and then buying an app about it. I want to be honest here though. I'm not saying delete this app or that app. I'm not saying meditation is a scam. Practice itself, sitting quietly, breathing, being present, that's genuinely useful. Ancient cultures figured out those thousands of years ago before Silicon Valley discovered it. What I'm saying is, why do we need to pay for the container it comes in? Meditation was always free, rest was always free, stillness was always free. Someone just convinced us we would lost the ability to access it ourselves and then charged us to get it back. And here is the one thing that actually changed how I think about this. Rest isn't a reward for finishing your work. It never was. Your body don't rest because it earned it. It rests because it needs it. The same way it needs water. The same way it needs food, rest is not an optional maintenance. It's core functioning, and you don't pay someone to teach you how to drink water. So, next time you feel guilty for doing nothing, just notice where the guilt came from. Because it didn't come from inside you originally, it was put there deliberately by a system that needed you to be productive and then needed you to be stressed enough to buy the solution. Your body knew how to rest before any app existed. It still does, you just got talked out of trusting it.